Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Fresh and our Orc Hunter. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we embark on a very interesting road trip to the rugged farmlands of Westfall, in order to add a very specific pet to our collection. Taming a greater flesh ripper will allow our bat to pick up the ability Screech, which should prove to be very useful for dungeons and our solo adventures alike. We've got a long run ahead of us, so let's get started with that. Since we are picking up a new pet, we did have to leave our bat behind in the stable in Orgrimmar. And I mentioned it in the previous episode, but I fully expect to die at least once, I think. Yeah. We'll find out. It might honestly be better to die anyway. Oh, look at that. We've already pulled something. Let's see if the really sticky glue actually works here. No, it does not. Yeah, I think we're probably toast here. But that's okay. Honestly, death probably... this is actually the first death of the entire run, too. Death is probably a good thing. Yep, because we actually get teleported way up here. And if I'm not mistaken, our res sickness penalty is only going to be, yes, 6 minutes instead of the full 10 minutes. All good. I am totally... Oh, of course. All right. We are running into a whole lot of problems already. And just like that, our second death of the run. Alright, so we might have to actually get a little bit creative here. Let's go ahead and zoom out, and it's not even really being creative or not. We're just going to have to scope out the area before we move. The aggro radius is going to be completely ridiculous at this level. Making this venture quite difficult. Once we get into Duskwood, I think it becomes a little easier, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, maybe this hunter will help us. Nope. Nope. That hunter is taking out the other panther that was in our way before. So let's go ahead and run up the hill. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting our equipment to break so easily. Yikes. Okay. This is actually a lot more difficult than I had anticipated. I don't even know if there's a vendor that we could like talk to actually like fix our stuff. Crap. Well, yeah, the problem is I don't know how we're gonna fare against a greater flesh ripper if all of our equipment is broken. And we've resurrected so many times at this point that we have to wait 2 minutes for a res now. Yeah, I'm not sure why I was using the Spirit Healer over and over again. I should have just kept trying to push myself forward a little bit by little bit. I guess our gear isn't that crazy. We do have the really sticky glue that we can utilize on the Flesh Ripper, giving us a full 10 seconds. I think it takes like 30 seconds to tame a beast. So having you know, the really sticky glue for at least 10 seconds of it. If we're at max range, we'll probably gain an extra like 5 seconds out of it. Maybe that'll be enough. Yeah, this is rough so far. Going to be pretty much naked while our gear remains broken. I don't think there's going to be a neutral vendor of some kind in Duskwood, or in Westfall for that matter. That would shock me. Well, we're in Duskwood now. Duskwood, like I said, a little bit safer. There is stuff that could attack us just off the road. But I don't think there are as many enemies off the road as there are in Stranglethorn. You really can't move 2 feet within that zone before running into something. Yeah, we've got level 24 there. The aggro radius shouldn't be as crazy. And then once we hit Westfall, we're going to be, you know, we should be completely safe from there. Of course. Yeah, why wouldn't I run into these guys? Well, our stuff is already completely broken and it sent us all the way to Raven Hill. So, we're going to take another res. Hopefully there are no enemies in this area of the cemetery. I don't think there are, generally speaking. And it turns out our very, very long run is no more than just dying a few times and teleporting across entire zones. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Hopefully we can still do this. Despite everything being broken. I'm wondering what that repair bill is going to look like too. I don't think I've completely like broke all of my pieces of gear at level 16 before. We are down to our last 26 silver, and that is because we did buy ourselves a new bow, which is now broken. A light bow, which should hold us over until we have a couple of shots at Venom Strike from the Wailing Caverns. We picked up those bracers as well with 3 stamina on them that came from one of the quests that we turned in at Thunderbluff for the Ragefire Chasm, as we're now entering Westfall. I also spent a few minutes right outside of Bloodhoof Village in Mulgore so that we would have something to hold our new pet over until we officially pick up rank 1 of Screech. We need to feed him something. We'll see what happens if we make some good time today somehow. Then we'll hearth back to the crossroads and just continue questing in the Barrens. I think our plan moving forward will probably be Barrens until level 17, probably like halfway through level 17, and then maybe back into Silverpine until level 18. And then it's full speed ahead in Wailing Caverns from there. We'll have to make sure we pick up all of the quests involved, and that means taking care of some of the quest chains found in Ratchet. And that'll be what we work on next, I think, once we hearth back. Okay, hello. Another death for us. Yeah, no way we are outrunning that guy. We are not going to respawn in Sentinel Hill. That would be a bad idea. The good news is that the Greater Flesh Rippers are in this location, essentially, of Westfall. They can appear at level 16 or 17. We do need one that is level 16, because we cannot tame pets higher than our level. I think we need to wait. We're going to have to wait 2 minutes anyway in order to take this res. And we're also going to want to wait 3 minutes until the resurrection sickness falls off anyway. Because we're going to need, you know, as much of a chance as we could possibly get. The really sticky glue is going to be all that we have. Oh boy. Oh, that's hilarious. We've got a Night Elf Hunter bringing good old Stitches over from Duskwood. I wonder where you're bringing that one. Maybe over to Sentinel Hill just to wreak some havoc. At least this isn't a hardcore server. At the very least. Oh, we've got a Greater Flesh Ripper right there. Sitting right on top of the Dead Acre. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth trying him until we, you know, until this resurrection sickness falls off. I imagine it's probably not worth it. I don't even know how much health we have in this state. Yeah, really hoping we can get this done so that we don't have to try this again. Because if we did, we're going to have to put in a lot more effort next time to kind of plan this route with minimal deaths to make sure that all of our gear remains intact. We're going to res here. Somebody else is here killing flesh rippers, it looks like. Which is unfortunate. Yep. We've got another flesh ripper over here. He's currently dying. No way we can even attempt to tame it. That is unfortunate. I'm sure these players are quite confused to see me. We're just going to have to head north. Hopefully we'll be okay on our own. The enemies at least are manageable in the area. If we get attacked, you know, we should have a chance. Oh, we don't have a bow anymore either. Yeah, so we can't even use like concussive shot or anything like that. Unfortunately, these other greater flesh rippers that I'm seeing here are level 17. Which is not what we need, so we might have to wait for a respawn of some kind. Zoom out a little bit. I definitely want to see what's ahead of us. Let's go ahead and use a bandage. It would be really nice if we could use potions while we tame beasts, but I suppose that would kind of defeat the purpose. Really help us out here. Another greater flesh ripper at level 17. Unfortunate timing for sure. Yep, 17. Also 17. I think we're running out of space here. We're going to get to a point where we're going to stop running into the greater variety. Yeah, we're starting to run into the normal flesh rippers now, so we're going to have to head back down south and wait for some respawns. Which hopefully should come pretty quickly. Yeah, these guys must be so confused right now. Right, we ended up pulling the greater one. Unfortunate. I'll use the really sticky glue if we have to. Don't... Okay, yeah, we don't have to. That's good. I think we're going to have to park ourselves here in and around the Dead Acre and just wait. Dead Acre isn't really an area that's really utilized that much, at least from like a questing perspective. I don't really think there's really anything to do there. So it's possible that hyperspawning might not be as much of a thing for this section of the map in particular. I'm just going to head south into the Dust Plains briefly just to see if maybe we can find something down here. Lots of gnolls everywhere though. Kind of preventing us from moving further. Yeah, I don't see anything over here. I think our best bet's just going to be the Dead Acre. One that spawned in, but it's level 17 again. Another one, 17. Wonder if 17 is the more common number or if it is just kind of like a 50-50 on which one you're going to get. That is unfortunately not going to work, so we're going to have to find another one. We'll check back north again, see if any of those have been taken out and since replaced. This is certainly a very unique experience for me. I've never actually done something like this before, especially on a hunter. I don't think I've ever... Might have been like one time a very long time ago that I completed dead mines on a horde character or something like that. That might have happened once. But it feels very strange to be here right now on this character. Now we still got the same level 17 here. I guess it's nice just kind of hanging out in Westfall, though. The ambiance here is always nice. And we're not going to get too many chances to experience that on Horde side. Alright, so unfortunately I think we're going to have to wait until players come by and kill the level 17s. That is unfortunate, so I'll probably pause the recording for now and pick back up as soon as I can find ourselves a level 16 Greater Flesh Ripper. I will see you guys in a moment. We're back. That did not take long at all, actually. So we've got our level 16 here. We don't want to waste this opportunity. Let's get as close as we can with the really sticky glue. Okay. There was some travel time there, so it gave us a little bit of extra time. We're at the halfway mark. We got about 2/3 of the way before he even got to us, so that's really good. Perfect. beautiful. Rank 1 Screech. Oh my goodness. It took us 20 minutes, but we got here. Let's go ahead and feed you before you run away. That would be a good thing to do. Yeah, and this is the ability that we can look forward to as soon as we can pick it up in our beast training journal. Which, you know, completely RNG based. We'll see when we can actually learn it. We'll see when he decides to teach it to us. But yeah, blast a single enemy for 7 to 9 damage and lowers the melee attack power of all enemies in melee range by 25. Effect lasts for 4 seconds. There's no cooldown to this, I don't think. Like, I think he can just use it as many times as he wants to. As long as we have the focus. But reducing melee attack power is really cool. The big thing that I've heard about this ability and why it's very useful, especially from the solo experience, is that it generates a lot of threat. Like a ton of threat. To the point where this... people make it seem like it's basically like a taunt that like deals damage and does it, like has other effects to it. But we'll see how that goes. We still got 6 minutes left on our Hearthstone, which is totally fine. That just means that we're going to do some fishing along the Hushed Bank. I want to make sure our carrion bird gets to friendly. That's good. We'll give him some more stuff to eat. Oh my god, our fishing pole is broken too. I didn't know fishing poles had durability. That is funny. A little unfortunate, but also very, very funny. Let's see, I don't need this on our bars. We don't need this anymore either. All right, well, I don't have much to do, I don't think. We can reorganize our bags just a little bit more. Yep, I'll pause the recording one last time, and we'll pick back up when our Hearthstone has come off cooldown. Then we'll have to resupply while we're at the crossroads, and we're going to take our carrion bird out for some questing, probably over in Ratchet. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, we're back. Gnome looking at us with a funny face there. Got 10 seconds left on our Hearthstone. Let's get back to safety. It's going to be really nice to be able to actually press our abilities again. These are my people. Home sweet home. Let's get everything repaired up. We'll be sure to check our beast training journal periodically.
Strength and honor.
Prepared for 12 silver. Ouch. Yeah, that's a lot. It's actually kind of a lot. All right, so we do want to do some stuff in Ratchet pretty soon. I'm thinking maybe we hold off until the next episode and maybe we just work on some of these, a couple of these other ones. We want to collect the rest of the raptor heads for sure. Maybe we can collect Kreenig Snarlsnout's tusk as well. I think we might be on Prowler Claws too. So yeah, maybe we can head out, and maybe that's the course we're gonna take. Let's eat our Stratter Stew. We'll get a little bit extra stats. Let's see, let's make sure we train up our new pet a little bit. We'll give him rank 2 of Growl. I think he can learn Bite as well, but he needs some extra training points first. So we're going to head out of the crossroads. We're going to head north and east. We're going to look out for raptors. And then we'll take care of the Razormane at Thornhill. Let's get back out there. Funny that we just passed another hunter also carrying a carrion bird. They're named the same and they look the same, but it's funny how different they really are. It's a Tauren hunter, so clearly they got theirs from Mulgore, most likely. And then despite them having the same name and looking exactly the same as well, very different when you've got a full-blown ability attached to one and not the other. Head across the path here real quick and see if we can find a raptor or two on this side. Got one right there. Oh yeah, check that out. He can just use that over and over again. Yeah, it only costs 20 focus, which is only 5 more than Growl, and I think like Bite is like 40. I think it's a lot more for like not even that much more damage. But I hope you guys can get used to that sound, because we're going to be hearing that a lot throughout our journey. I wonder if it's better to use, because I can't imagine utilizing Growl, Screech, and Bite, that our pet is going to have enough focus to have time for all of them, especially if we have Screech running at all times. Maybe that's part of the reason why it generates so much threat, is because you can just spam it over and over again. There seems to be absolutely no limit to how you can use it. Yes, I don't even know. I don't know. I have to do a little bit of research on that and see what would be the most optimal. We're back in Thornhill now. We've got, let's see, Geomancers, I believe, and Defenders to take out, along with Kreenig. We'll team up with this mage here, just to make things a little bit easier, speed things along. We were able to get our targeted named NPC, so that's good. Now I just need to get more defenders and geomancers. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder how often you want to actually use Screech. Maybe it's something that you just like put at like the back of like the priority lists. Like maybe you just do, because it seems your pet seems to want to use the abilities in the order in which they are in your bars, it seems at least. And if that's the case, maybe we do something like growl, bite, and then screech. That sounds right to me, but I should confirm it somewhere else. Something happened with our pet just now. And this should be the final geomancer for both of us. Thank you again. Let's head south. We'll just ignore the hunter for now. Yeah, we'll see if we can pick up the rest of our raptor heads. And I guess we can pick up prowler claws as well. This area here is going to have higher level raptors, but I think we should be able to take them. Looks like somebody else is already beating us to most of them. It's alright, we'll just take the free skins on the way down. And we'll just work on the prowlers instead. Just need 2 more raptor heads. Hopefully we can grab those before we're done here. Looks like we're going to be pulling 2 of them here, but it might be doable. Alright, perfect. Let's start working on those prowlers before we head into Ratchet. Just one more set of claws to go. This one has always been the easiest one in the chain, as the drop rate is like basically 100%. Alright, great. Let's go into Ratchet. And I think what we're due, I don't think we're going to start too much in Ratchet. We're just going to kind of pick up the quests that we really want to focus on. And then we'll fly back to the crossroads just to turn in the quests. And then in the next episode, I think we'll dedicate a decent portion to at least the first couple of quests in Ratchet. Looks like we picked up our first instance of medium leather. That is interesting. I think once we reach 100 leatherworking, we're going to start seeing recipes for that pop up more frequently.
Potential customer!
Nothing from the weapons dealer today. Let's check our beast training log. There it is. Screech rank 1. We no longer need our carrion bird friend here. I'll see you later, buddy. It was real for the 20 minutes or so that you stuck around for.
I got what you need.
Yo!
So we're not going to take anything from this guy quite yet. I don't think we're ready to take on... I mean, we could take on raptor horns. It's just not like a super big deal. Trouble at the docks. So this one I might pick up. We're obviously not quite ready yet for the Wailing Caverns. I just don't want to forget about it, but this one is one of the quests that we'll have there. And our quest log is fairly empty for the most part. So I feel okay about picking that one up. We'll pick up Miner's Fortune for the Cat's Eye Emerald. That is one that I think we can do.
Hey, how you doing?
What I typically like to do for this one is head up north, deal with that, deal with the, it's not the ignition quest. I think that's a different one. I think there's another quest up here that we can pick up. Yeah, the Samaflange or whatever this is called.
Yo! Have a good one.
Yeah, we
Keep
can
it real.
We can pick this one up. We'll take
Be
care of
good.
those quests up north, and then we'll run all the way to the west to pick up the Harpies. It's typically the order that I go in, but before we do that, the first thing we'll take care of in the next episode are the South Sea Pirates to the south.
Time is money, friend. Have a good one.
Kid. I ain't got all day.
Let's make sure we interact with the wanted poster as well for Baron Longshore.
What's up?
Alright, let's get back to the crossroads. Let's get our bat back and teach him Screech. I'll do a little bit of research in between episodes, but I think, I'm probably just going to have to feel it out as far as the ordering of our abilities. Whether or not we should bind Screech to a keybind. It sounds kind of ridiculous, and I really don't want to do that. I'm hoping it'll just work out that we prioritize Growl first, then Bite, then Screech. And hopefully that allows us to keep decent uptime on Screech as well. It would be nice if it could, basically replace Growl. That would be nice, but I don't think it can. Back at the crossroads, let's go ahead and turn in a couple of quests. Let's see how far we get. A belt, huh? It's got intellect on it, but still better than what we have now, which is basically nothing, so increased mana pool is something I will take. Pick up the Stagnant Oasis quest too.
Greetings, traveler.
We'll see if we get to that in the next episode. We'll have to hold on to this in our inventory for a little bit. Turn in the Prowler Claws and the Raptor Heads. Another quest item added to our inventory. Yeah, when we head north, we'll take care of that too. The Silver Lion up north.
Stronghold for the Horde.
Stolen silver is fine, I suppose, for now. And we're just a couple of bars away from level 17, so we made pretty good progress for today. Now, where is that stable master?
Speak, friend.
Let's see if we can restock a little bit on those arrows. There you are. Let's get Screech back into the party. Let's give our boy his new ability. Perfect. This is the order we're going to want to keep him in on our bars for the time being. Cool. That is awesome, and that is also going to do it for me for today, guys. Like I said, in the next one, we'll take on Ratchet first. We'll head down south to take on the South Sea Pirates, and then we'll head north to take on the Venture Company, and then west to take on the Harpies. We'll see how much we can get done in the next episode. That's a lot of travel, a lot of variables there, especially with Miner's Fortune and collecting those Harpy rings. But we'll see how far we can get. As always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.